guys, my name's Amanda, and today I have two new bookshelf buddies! I have Dean Winchester from Supernatural and Castiel from Supernatural, and they're adorable, and they're gonna go kiss on my bookshelf. Anyway, I'm not here today to talk to you guys about my non-canon homosexual ships from Supernatural. I am here to talk about the Biannual Bibliothon, which is taking place from this Sunday until next Sunday. And this is basically, for anyone who doesn't know, a week-long reading marathon consisting of 7 book challenges. So hosting this marathon is Emma from Emma Books, Kelly from Kelly's Book Spill, Brittany from Brittany's Book Find, Selena from Oh Snap 13, Sierra from Sierra Read, Cassie from Miss Sassy Cassie, and Red from Little Red Reader. So I will leave links to their channels in the down bar below if you guys want to check out their videos. I will also link the Biannual Bibliothon YouTube page in case any of you want to participate in it. Today we're going to be talking about which books I'm going to be reading for the Bibliothon this week, so let's get started. The first reading challenge is to read a group book, which is chosen by the host of the reading challenges, and this book is Paper Towns by John Green. I've already read this book in high school. I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's something that I ever plan to revisit. I usually don't reread books unless they take place in a world that I want to revisit, or they're like really, really, really good, or I want to study them. I don't think that fits any of these categories, but I'm gonna give it a try. I think it's about time. If I ever reread it, it'll be now. So, gonna try to finish this one. Hopefully, it'll be just as good the second time around. The next reading challenge is to read a book from your childhood. I am cheating a little bit on this challenge because I am going to read 2 books, so the Bibliothon police might come after me, but that's alright, it'll be worth it. So the first book I'm going to be reading is Charlotte's Web by E.B. White. I haven't read this book since I was like at least 10, and I remember loving this book. It was so sad. I went out and bought a new copy of it. It's shiny and pretty. It's the full color edition. They had a 60th anniversary edition, but this one was prettier. So I'm going to be reading this week. Hopefully I won't cry too much. I'm also going to be reading Bunnicula because I found it on my bookshelf after buying Charlotte's Web. This used to be one of my favorite books as a child. It's about a vampire rabbit, but he doesn't suck blood. He sucks the juice out of vegetables. Dun, dun, dun. Terrifying, I know. But I was like so scared of these books when I was little. It's a whole series. I'm just gonna read this one for the marathon. I'm really excited to read it though. The next challenge is to read a prequel, a companion novel, or a novella. I decided on a prequel, which is going to be The Hobbit. This wasn't my original plan. I went out to buy Brandon Sanderson's novella. It's something about the Emperor. I forget the name of it. I saw it in the store and I was going to pick it up. They don't have it in the Barnes & Noble by me. If I do happen to get to another Barnes & Noble, I might read that instead of The Hobbit, just because The Hobbit is very long. It's sort of a commitment. But at the same time, I have been wanting to reread this and the Lord of the Rings trilogy, so maybe this is how I'm going to start it. We'll see. This is definitely a possibility. The fourth reading challenge is to read a book that's from your least read genre this year. So I chose graphic novels. I haven't read a graphic novel since I was about 12 years old. I think it's about time to pick one up, and Death Note has been glaring at me from my bookshelf because I have been leaving it there, and I was supposed to read this a while ago. So, gonna read this week. It's the special black edition, which is really pretty, and it has volumes 1 and 2 in it, so I'm going to read those for the marathon this week. The fifth challenge is to read a book that you have started reading and haven't finished. I have chosen for this challenge A Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. It's the first book in a series of unfortunate events. I know, I have no childhood. I haven't finished this book. I haven't read the series. When I was a child, I was a brat. I was aggressive, and I did not understand why these children just kick their guardian in the shins and run into the street and be like, help, he's abusive. Didn't get it. It made me so mad that I put the book down when I was little. Then I picked it up again last year. I saw Lemony Snicket do a talk with Neil Gaiman, and he seemed like a really cool guy, so I was like, I need to pick up his books. Picked it up, senior year of college, kinda just forgot about it. This time, I'm gonna finish this book. This is getting read. The next challenge is to read a book that takes place in a different country. And I have chosen Dangerous Girls by Abigail Haas. This takes place in Aruba. I don't know too much about it. I think it's sort of a murder mystery novel. It doesn't look like it, but I found this on the Goodreads page for Mara Dyer. I was a little bit disappointed with that book. Don't throw things at me. So I was reading some of the reviews, and a couple people said to pick this up, that this is what they thought Mara Dyer should have been. So I'm gonna read this and see what that's all about. The final reading challenge was so hard for me to pick a book for. It is to basically pick something that you are super passionate about and find a book that talks about that and read it. I am super passionate about a lot of things. I mean, I was gonna go for sexism, racism, mental health. I don't even know. I was looking through my bookshelf and I was like, all the things. Then I decided something that I'm really interested in is the banning of literature and freedom of speech and expression. So I decided to pick up Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. This has been on my TBR list for a very long time. I feel like a lot of people read this in high school. I never got the opportunity to. I've been wanting to pick up a Bradbury. Bradbury seems like he's such a great writer. And I've been wanting to read this book because it's kind of a classic. So, time to read it. I'm really excited. It's about a fireman. He lives in this world where instead of putting out fires, he lights books on fire. So this is about the burning and withholding of knowledge. I think it's going to be a really fun read. This is definitely going to be something that I finish this week. So those are my books for the Biannual Bibliothon for summer 2015. I can't wait to hear if you guys are participating in it. If you are, let me know what you're reading. Leave your videos below. I'll check them out. That's all. Bye, guys.